Hey everyone, my name is Jasmine and this is my first YouTube video. So I figured for my first video I would do something on planning since that's what I don't know, most comfortable with, and that's what I've been doing for a really long time. So I'm just going to give a few tips on planning and things like that. And also, I figure that I'll do a video on planning mainly because I see a lot of people planning on here and doing plan with me's, but like not a lot of them are students. Like a lot of people are, in the workforce and doing their careers and things like that. And so I figure since I'm a college student, I do something on planning that relates to students like me or high school students as well. And yeah, so I'm just going to give a few tips on that. So for the first thing, just giving a little bit of intro, you don't have to spend a lot of money to plan. Like, there's an entire planner community out there, and you'll see people with pictures of, these expensive planners and their supplies and like a whole bunch of washi tape. But like, honestly, you don't have to do that. You don't have to invest your life savings just to plan. I feel like planning is something that you want to do because you want to organize your life. You want to make things easier on yourself. You want to write things down so that you remember it. That's how mine like. People have different styles of planning, so you don't have to make your style like somebody else's. Just make it your own, make it fun, make it something that you want to do and something that like not necessarily you dread, because planning is fun. I've learned that throughout the months. I've learned that planning is something that it takes time to get used to, and you have to make a routine for yourself. But when you finally do get that routine, you feel really good about yourself. You feel really, really good about your planning and things like that. So the first tip I would say is to, sorry, my glasses always fall down, is to buy a planner. It doesn't have to be like an Erin Condren, because their planners honestly run up for like $75 if you get the rose gold or like, the gold spiral coils. Just buy a planner. My first planner that I got in college was from Target, and I think it was like $9. It was just a really small personal planner, just something I could write my homework in, tests, quizzes, things like that. So that's the first thing. But if you do want to invest in something that you think you'll be wanting to decorate in and things like that, I would suggest going for like the $20 planners or something like that. Like the Mom Be Happy planner, those run for like $25, which is actually a really good deal because they're disc bound, and so you can like take out the pages and decorate and do all kinds of things. So like I really like that planner. Another planner I would suggest is the Bando planner, and this was about, I want to say it was like $28. I think that's how much it was. But as you can see, it's really pretty, very vibrant. The colors are beautiful. That's why I got it. And then it automatically comes with a planner band, which is really cool. And so inside you have like little pockets and things that you can put your stuff in. I put my name here. And then you have like the year view. Hold up so you can see it. And then you get to the holidays and the months. And then something that I found was really helpful was since, the tabs aren't like laminated or anything, I put a little tab on here that is glued on there, or not glued, taped it, and then it helps so like it wouldn't, the pages won't like tear or anything. So that's really helpful. Honestly, for the first month in August, I kept my planning really simple. I was really into color coding, as you can see. I was really into color coding and like into washi, so I had a whole bunch of washi on there. I just kept like simple things like tests and quizzes and homework for my first semester, and it just kept things really simple. I didn't really include anything else. They have blank pages like for notes here, so I put like wish lists or savings goals, things that I wanted to do like that. And then in September I definitely got into like stickers, so I put like, I was trying to do the savings challenge like per week. It didn't really work out, which is fine because sometimes it doesn't work out for people. But yeah, so my second tip is get some pens or pencils. Depending on like the thickness of your pages, you will either, like me, I don't like when my pens bleed through the pages, and so I just get like pens that won't. One pen that I love is the Pilot G207. It's this right here. I use this in my Erin Condren, this one, and it doesn't bleed through the pages really. I'm not really worried about it because I usually like cover up some of the boxes with full boxes checklists. So like even if it does bleed through the page, you won't be able to see it the next week because it'll be covered, so it's fine. Pens like these, like the Le Pen, I wouldn't suggest using this on like just pages that you would mind it bleeding through, just because like it's a little bit thicker, it's a little bit heavier. This will definitely bleed through your pages if you don't like that. I also have the Stabilo pens. This is fine too, but I would suggest using this on like stickers that you would write on. Just a suggestion. I'd also suggest that for like the Le Pen and like a Sharpie pen. Like I use those for stickers that I want to write on, like glossy stickers especially, because it's really hard to write on glossy stickers with a regular pen. My next tip is you actually have to want to plan. You have to want to get your life organized. You have to be motivated to like write things down. Like that's the only way that I can remember things, is if I write it down, and then when I write it down I can come back to it later and say, oh yeah, I'm supposed to do that. So that's one tip from me. Also, I suggest, like just because you see the planner community doing their thing, some of what they do might not work for you. There are some people who like to put all of their things like in their phone and their smartphone and in their calendar app, and like that's good for them and it may work for them, but it may not work for you. And also, like sometimes writing things down might not work for you. Sometimes you just need it to be in your phone and like you'll remember it that way. Like that's totally fine. Just like make sure you find a way that works for you. And it's about trial and error, and then eventually you'll find your thing. You'll find that you're better at remembering things when you put it in your phone, or you'll find that, oh, I do need to write this down. Even if you don't have the most luxurious planner, you can just write it down on a sheet of paper. Like for example, I have these notepads from Target, the dollar spot, and they worked fine. Like when I used my Florabunda Bando Agenda, I use these because like sometimes the spaces weren't enough for me to write down what I needed to do. So I just like made daily to-do lists on these, and like they were fine. My fourth tip is style and flair. So some people really like to go all out in their planners, and I have a planner Instagram, a Planstagram, and I just like go through, my feed, and I'm just like, wow, like people really go hard on their planners. And I didn't really learn that until like later last year. One of the first spreads that I did was in August when I was first starting school, and this is what it looked like. It was just washi tape. That's all I used. But then in November, when I found out that, oh, you can do other things with your planner, I did this. And I did this spread all on my own. Obviously, like the stickers I got from like different Etsy shops, but like the layout like this, and then the headers, like I did that myself, and I used PowerPoint. I can't really afford, like, what do people use? Like the Adobe something, whatever, for like making stickers. Like I can't afford that. I'm on a budget. I'm a college student. Sometimes you just don't have the money for that. So you have to basically find a way to make your planner work for you. I can link my study Tumblr below, and I have like a step-by-step process on how you can make your own stickers. So it all depends on the person. It depends on how much effort and work you want to put into your planner. If you love decorating, that's great. Do that, And if you don't like decorating, but you still want to, there are different ways that you can do that, Make your own stickers, make your own spreads, Just do whatever makes you happy, pretty much. That's basically what the planner community is about. We don't make fun of people for not being able to have these luxurious spreads, and we don't make fun of people who do make the luxurious spreads. Like, it's all you. It's about you. It's about what you feel comfortable doing. And that's what I really wanted to emphasize. I think I'll make another video going more into detail on like how I plan, how I pre-plan, more into how I organize my stickers and things like that, just in case you wanted some more details. And so I think that's it. I'll leave down some links below on like places that you can print planner stickers. Well, yeah, planner stickers. You can do that from Pinterest. But I'll link some things down below for where you can print out little like schedules for like your day if you don't want to invest in a planner. And then I'll also link down below the Erin Condren website with a referral link where you can get $10 off of your planner, your first purchase, your planner. And then also I'll link down below the Bando website where I got my Floribunda agenda. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed my video. And thanks for watching. And also like, comment, subscribe because there will be more videos, more than just planners though. And yeah, see you later. Bye.